Hello and welcome to another short video on how I like to play Dungeons and Dragons. In this game I'm going to be talking about saving versus magic. Now in the previous video I talked about the Charm Person spell and how you're allowed to save versus magic. So this is the basic system of saves. I do not use this system. I use another system and it's based purely on one roll for spells or magic generally. Okay, so I will show you what it is, and it involves rolling not a d20 but a d8. So magic save roll is on a d8 and it's very simple. A natural 1 is always a fail, a 2 to 5 is a fail, a 6 you get to roll again but you add 1, a 7 is a success, and an 8 is always a success. Okay, so you'll notice that it is fairly skewed in favour of the magic user. Okay, you've only got a quarter chance of avoiding the spell. However, there are certain bonuses, disadvantages which come into play. So elves and halflings always get a +1 to the roll. Okay, so they add 1. Dwarves, susceptible to magic, always get a -1. And barbarians, who although a very strong class in terms of combat, they are very susceptible to magic, and they get a -2. So really for a barbarian they're going to have to roll a natural 8. Also for thieves, slightly different. So at thieves at level 3 they do get a +1 to this roll. Okay, and at level 6, when a thief becomes a master thief, they have a skill which I just call resist magic, and that gives them a +2 to this roll. Okay, and that's it. That's essentially it. So magic save rolls are used like Charm Person, Sleep, etc., or even powerful spells like Petrification, things like that. Now, just an offshoot, I did mention in the last video on Charm Person about spell break. So go and see my last video. Now I mentioned that rolling a 1 indicates a spell break. I didn't explain what a spell break actually does. So if a spell is broken, the magic user takes d8 spell burn. That's as simple as it gets, right? So it just gets d8 spell burn. It is an explosive roll. Okay, so that's just an addition to my last video. Anyway, that's how I use a magic save roll in my games of Dungeons & Dragons. Thank you very much.